Hi YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're going to look at a beer that was sent to us by Dan from Booze Reviews, CA in Alberta. We're going to look at this. It's a Nogne product, as you can tell. It's the Red Horizon, the 3rd edition. So, yeah. These are usually, the last one was high ABV, so let's look and see on here. Excuse me. 10-cent refund. 8.5%, 8.5 fluid ounces. I guess the ABV is going to be on the bottle itself. Anyway, what we have tried to do here is to get the optimum fruitiness out of a sake yeast. This beer was fermented for 10 weeks at low temperature with sake yeast number 9 to achieve that. So what they've done with these beers is they basically taken sake yeast and made it into like a high ABV, high malt sake beer. The last one I had reminded me of the Sam Adams triple bock we did from like 1996. That was basically soy sauce. 12.5% alcohol by volume. Beautiful, beautiful bottles. The only thing I ever have against Nogne is their price for what they're giving you here in Canada. They're giving you these tiny little European bottles, and I understand why the price is there. I mean, they're shipping across the ocean and going across the country, and then, so I understand why. We're going to use the Soul bottle opener too. It's a Pooter bottle opener, so it's not the greatest, and I've actually bent it a couple times at work. And we're going to use the Negra Modelo glass, because we can. Basically because it's so small that I don't think I could actually fit any other beer into it, other than probably this one. And it's looking like this one might not even fit. There we go. This one just fits in there. Alrighty, so we'll put the Nogne on this side this time. Very murky, very hazy. Kind of looks like swamp water. It has that like orange diarrhea-like look to it, that browny orange smell. See, and they're using different sake yeasts and different lengths of time to ferment and everything with each different variant, from what I've been able to surmise online. And this smells a lot like number 2. Doesn't look quite as dark as number 2. Number 2 was a darker brown, but yeah, it has that syrupy soy sauce maltiness to it. Again, it reminds me of the triple bock from Sam Adams over there. I'm actually looking at the bottle from here. I would have brought it over if I thought about it, but I don't think about things like that. Yeah, it's... There's also a little bit of like a prune juice and alcohol scent on there. So syrupy, soy saucy, prune juice, alcohol. I'm sure that smell is something that a lot of people love. I mean, you could actually say it kind of smells like a Russian Imperial Stout, because it just has that booziness and that syrupiness and everything else that some RISs have. But yeah, it's not really my thing smell-wise. Cheers. Okay, I like that more than I like number 2. it is still just as weird for me, though, and this is coming from a guy that's not a huge sake fan. I mean, the only sakes I've ever really tried are lower-end sakes. What is it, Hakasuru, I think, is the one we use. And the other one's one with a pink cap and a pink bottle and a pink color. I can't remember the name of that one off the top of my head. I tried that one once too, and it just wasn't for me. But I did have a sake with ghee one time, and it was actually pretty good. But yes, sake is a weird thing for me, and does this taste like a rice wine? I don't know. I haven't had enough sakes to really know. All I know is whether or not I like it, and I don't particularly like it, but I like it more than the last one I had. Okay. Very syrupy. Very syrupy, very thick. Syrupiness starts almost like a soy sauce and then fades into like dirty vegetation. Almost fades into like a kind, like if you haven't waited for it to ferment, you're just drinking the wort of it. But basically, after that soy sauce, it kind of reminds me of almost like a dandelion wine. It just has that dirty earthiness that goes all the way from the front to the back with a little bit of green. Alcohol warming? Yeah, a little alcohol warming. But it's 12.5, you'd kind of expect that. So, like, syrupy soy sauce at the forefront, dandelion wine middle, and a very dirty, it's just a very dirty finish. I'm just trying to decide if I think it's the yeast or the hops that make it dirty at the end, but I think it might even be just the whole thing. I think that syrupiness might even just fade into a earthy taste. The alcohol warmth does remind me of a lot of Russian Imperial Stouts in that it's right at the top and middle of the throat, but it doesn't last all that long. It's an interesting beer. It's not offensive. It's just different, and I think it might be too different for me myself. I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. I do have a lot more of it to drink. I'm not drinking everything on camera anymore, like you guys have noticed, mostly because, one, it lets me spread out my reviews, and two, makes me make my reviews a little shorter because I do have a rambling problem, as most of you know. So I'm going to put this off to the side, I'm going to put this off to the side, I'm going to turn off the camera, and we're going to take this and we're going to go over to the TV and we're going to watch some stuff. Thank you guys, bye-bye.